Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Monday, February the 16th, 2026. Um, Today the equities market, stock market is closed for President's Day today. However, the futures market is still open. And so I had placed a gold trade yesterday where I collected $180. And right now, if I close it out, I could keep about $154 of it. So what I'm going to do is close out this trade because why? I'm getting the majority of the premium. There's no need to wait another day just to collect another $30. So I can just lock in the profit. And here's what it looks like if you look on the trade tab. See, I'm at a 9 delta, which is the 5150 on the call side. And I'm at a 7 delta, which is still far away on the put side, or at the 48.60. So what I'm going to do is just close these out. So I'm just going to do the opposite side of the trade. I could have done it from the positions too, closed it out from there, but I'll just do it since I'm already here on the trade tab. So remember, I collected $1.80 originally. Now I'm buying it back for 40 cents or $40. So I'm going to keep the difference and I'm going to increase my buying power. Let's see if it'll give it to me. Oh, it rejected it. Interesting. Why did it reject it? All right, let me do it this way. It's rejecting it. This is a good. Why is it rejecting it? Hmm. You know what? Let me try a different way. Close position. Instead of saying credit, let's see if it'll give me net debit. That's it. That should work. I don't know why it didn't just automatically do net debit. Let's check out the activity. Okay, positions. And so when it clears, I will get back on to let you know rather than holding out and waiting to see when it's going to clear. But it should clear, and I should be able to keep the majority of the profit. So again, I collected 180. I sold it for $1.80 times 100 shares is $180, and I'm buying it back for 40 cents, or I'm buying it back for $40. So I'm basically keeping around maybe a buck 20. I mean a buck 40, around a buck 40 or $140. It'll be somewhere around there, but we'll see. Rather than hold this trade for another day just to collect another $30, $40, which doesn't make sense. So this is basically how this is what you call managing your risk. It's the goal is not necessarily when you're doing credit spreads, the goal is not to collect every cent of the spread of the trade, especially because you're not really looking to own the shares here. So take your profits, generally 50% or over. I'd like to just go ahead and close it out and look for another trade, look for another opportunity if there is one. You don't try to force it. As you can see, I make I made so far I'm up about $170 today, which includes both this as well as the forward slash ES, which is the S&P 500 futures. So, because those are the only two trades working today, the other ones do not work today because the markets are closed, and those are equities. These are not equities; these are futures. So, the futures market is open. So, I'm just trying to take advantage of the futures market being open and make some money. Um, this $140, $150, whatever I keep here, hey, this goes towards paying a bill. So this is how I can pay a bill without necessarily having to go to work for that, on the job. Hey, I could just pay a bill here with this. So I will talk to you guys later. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's today is still Monday, February the 16th, 2026. Unfortunately, I was trying to close that gold trade and pay 40 cents, but unfortunately, it's not a lot. It's not giving it to me, so I'm going to leave it working. However, my forward slash ES trade, notice I collect $125. Right now, I can close it and keep about $60 of it, or roughly around $60. So I think I'm going to do that. See, the trade price was $2.50, but because the ES trades a little differently, it's not the full $2.50. I got almost half that. So what I'm going to do is see if I can close this out, pay $1.35, and let's see. Okay, so I got out of my ES trade. So I'm no longer in that one. Just double checking. See, again, it's not necessarily trying to collect every dime that I collected because I collected originally $1.25. So if I click on activity, so you'll see that I paid back $1.35, but not really $1.35. It's really half of that. So, and I'm going to keep about half. So everything worked out fine. I made about another $55 on that for one day. And so this is good. No need to try to force things. Now I was thinking about doing like a crude oil trade, um, which is /CL. If I click on, I'm going to do a 1 day trade. What I'm going to do is this, collect about 50 cents on the downside. I collect 110. We'll do about 3 contracts. Notice I have a 70% probability of profit, 3,500 that I'm going to end up spending in my buying power to make 330. So if I pull up a calculator, so the profit is 330 divided by the investment of, or the buying power of, even though they said the max loss is 1,890, but I'm going to use the buying power because that's how much buying power that they have to put aside for me. 3508.38. So on a percentage basis, that's a 9% return in 1 day if I was to keep all 360 of it. But let me see, 323.16. Let's see if I get filled. And then, again, this contract expires in 1 day, which is tomorrow, February 17th. And I got a chance to make another 300. Well, not even really 360 or so. I'm going to look to make half of that. So, and then close out the trade. So my gold position still didn't close, which I'm kind of annoyed at because I was hoping that it would close and give me the 40 cents because I don't want to pay more than 40 cents for it. I mean, I'm prepared to wait it out. But the crude oil, let's see if I can get it for 12 cents. You know what? I'll reduce it to about 10, 11 cents and see if I can still get it for. I want 11 cents. I kind of want to get over that 300. 293. You know what? I'm gonna leave it at 12 cents. Don't do anything, Jermaine. And let's see if it clears. Because see, right now the mid price is 12 cents, so it might fill. but we'll wait and see. Again, I'm now doing like more of these Iron Condors because why I can take advantage of both sides of the market. I don't care if crude oil goes up or I don't care if it goes down. I don't care if it goes sideways. As long as it doesn't go up big or go down big, then I'm going to win on this trade. And as you saw, I had a 77% chance of winning. Okay. But I do know how to make adjustments. So I'm not going to take no max loss and stuff like that. So, this is a nice way of, making a few dollars without forcing anything. But let's see if this trade goes through. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Today is still Monday, February the 16th, 2026. Um, the markets will open tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time on February the 17th. My crude oil trade did not go through like I was hoping it would, and the gold trade that I was looking to close out of didn't go through. So what I did is I canceled those orders. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of double down a little bit on the forward slash ES, which is the S&P 500 futures. I already profited $55, but you want to know what? I want to make a little bit more money. And I think I can do that for one day. This is going to be a one-day contract that's supposed to expire tomorrow. Now I'm going to click on this. I already did the to see what the right, it was about 52.50 or 52.75. And what I did was I rounded it up to 53. I multiplied it by two, so that gave me 106. So 106 on the downside is going to around be 67.50 or something like that. So, which is a two standard deviation. I'm gonna go a little further down in case the market does drop. Let's see. So I'm gonna go around here to a 7 delta, 67.40. I'm gonna do a $10 wide instead of $20 wide. Oh no, it only gives me 22.50, so I'm gonna have to go. Let's do $20 wide. 42.50. Okay. And then now on the call side, I'm gonna go to the 69.50, 69.70. Oh, it only gives me 77.50. I want at least $100. So what I'm going to do is bring up the put side. I don't want to bring up the call side. I want to leave the call side around the 4 delta. So in case the market does go up tomorrow. If the market goes down, what I want to do is so I'll probably go up to around a 9 delta. 67.55, 67.35. That's 92.50. No, you know what? Nah, I'll go low. Go to the 10. Okay, no. I don't want to go above a 10 delta on the put side. So what I'm going to do is just raise up the call side. I didn't want to do it that way, but I got to get at least $100, as you can see right here. Bring it up to at least a 7 delta. So that brings up to 122, 125. I'm going to do at least 3 contracts. Give me a 367, almost 350. Let's see if this goes through. So I'll get back on if it comes through. If it goes through, I'll get back on and let you know if it fails. I will talk to you later. Bye bye. Good evening. This is again Monday, February the 16th. Okay, my S&P 500 futures trade cleared or filled, should I say? So I got 3 contracts, and let's see if I click on activity. I collected what I want, which is 250, well, which is really half of that. So if we look on the cost, let me see. Okay, because this trade just started, so yeah, right now, so it's just going to be slightly in the negative, but it's okay. We're going to wait to see what happens. This is a 1-day contract. This contract expires tomorrow. Here's what it looks like. So I'm at a 7 delta, which means I have a 93% chance that the futures will not hit 69.40 by tomorrow when it's at 68.60. And that's on the call side. And I have a 90% chance that it won't hit 67.60 on the downside. So, and if it gets near there, if it encroaches it, then I will have to make adjustments. Um, so I was able to get a fill and collect $300. So we'll see how this plays out tomorrow. I doubt I will be closing this trade tonight, but you never know. If I can get half of what I collected, I might close out tonight. If I don't get half of what I collected, I'll wait till tomorrow when the market actually opens up, you know. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye bye.